When you hear this sound, turn the page. When you hear this sound, the book is over.
Ice Age 2, The Meltdown, Join the Pack. Adapted by Ellie O'Ryan. Illustrations by Artful Doodlers UK. Meet Manny. He is a mammoth. He lives on an icy glacier with his pals, Sid the Sloth and Diego the Saber-Toothed Tiger. Sid runs a camp at the water park. Campo del Cid. That means Camp of Sid. Congratulations, now you are an idiot in 2 languages, Diego tells him. Sid wants his friends to respect him, so he decides to jump off the biggest water slide in the park. Diego cannot believe Sid is that dumb. Manny grabs Sid just before he jumps. Then Manny notices something. The glaciers are melting, and that can only mean one thing. A flood is coming. Sid wants to become a water creature. Call me Squid, he says. When the flood comes, everything will be underwater. The animals must leave the glacier. Fast. It is not safe to stay where they are. Far away there is a giant boat. It will take the animals to a place where the flood will not affect them. All the animals pack up and leave. Manny, Sid, and Diego leave too. On the trip, Manny hears bad news. Some animals tell him that mammoths are extinct. Manny might be the last mammoth in the whole world. He sees his reflection in the icicles and wonders if it is true. This makes Manny feel very lonely. Manny goes for a walk to think things over. Suddenly, a big tree in front of him wobbles and shakes. There is a mammoth hanging from it. Manny is so glad to meet a mammoth. Her name is Ellie. There is just one problem. Ellie thinks she is a possum. These are Ellie's brothers, Crash and Eddie. They are possums. Manny wonders if Ellie is a little crazy. Manny and Ellie are the same size. They have the same footprints. They have the same shadows. But Ellie still does not believe that she is a mammoth. Manny and his pals decide to travel with Ellie, Crash, and Eddie. Sid thinks Manny and Ellie are a good pair. Ellie is lots of fun, and Manny is no fun at all. Along the way, Manny tries to show Ellie how to use her trunk to lift things. Ellie does not think her trunk works that way. She is driving Manny nuts. Manny and Ellie find a meadow. Ellie remembers a long time ago. She was alone and scared in a meadow like this one. A family of possums found her. They took care of her. Suddenly, Ellie understands. She is a mammoth after all. A mammoth never forgets, Manny says. Ellie always knew she was different. Now everything makes sense. She was always bigger and stronger than her possum friends and relatives. Mammoths are powerful, but they are gentle too. Ellie woke up thinking she was a possum. Now she knows she's a mammoth. The friends are almost at the boat. First, they must cross a geyser field that shoots boiling water and steam. Manny and Ellie have different ideas on how to get across. Who will the pack follow? Time is running out. They must choose. We should separate, Ellie says. They do and make it across safely. But Ellie, Crash, and Eddie end up far away from the others. See you at the boat, Manny yells. On the way to the boat, Ellie gets trapped in a cave. Suddenly, the big flood comes. What will happen to Ellie? Manny will not let Ellie down. He has a plan to save her. Will it work? Manny uses the power of the water to free Ellie. Ellie is safe. The mammoths swirl around in the whirlpool. Then the water drains out. The big flood is over. Manny and Ellie are safe. Manny hears something. It is a whole herd of mammoths. Ellie and Manny are not the only ones left. Ellie wants to go with the mammoths. Manny wants to stay with his pals, but he does not want Ellie to go. He hangs from a tree like a possum. Ellie, wait, he yells. I want to be with you. Manny and Ellie do not need to join the herd. They can make their own herd, with Sid, Diego, Crash, and Eddie.